God, the most merciful, the most gracious. Assalamu alaikum and good evening, everyone. Welcome to the third biennial Knowledge Village Muslim Christian Dialogue, sponsored by the Christian Fellowship Club in the University of Wollongong in Dubai. My name is Sari Farah, and my co-moderator will be Nissan Matthew.
Thank you, Sari. I also want to welcome you to this exciting event in the life of University and of Knowledge Village. My name is Nissan Matthew, as Sari had mentioned, and I am an ex-student of the Wollongong University of Dubai. Now, before we begin with the speaker introductions, Matt Stiles, the CEO of GDS Knowledge Consultants, would like to welcome you all on behalf of his company, the corporate sponsor of this event. Mac?
First of all, I'd like to give thanks to the leadership of the United Arab Emirates, His Highness Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan, President of the UAE, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, ruler of Dubai and Vice President and Prime Minister of the UAE, Dr. Hafni Hussein Al Qasimi, UAE Minister of Education. Also, our thanks goes to Knowledge Village, the University of Wollongong, Dubai, and the Christian Club. Particular thanks goes to Adrian Sampson, President of the Christian Club, and Brian Parks, Vice President of GDS. Also to the many, many Muslim friends who have given us wise counsel and direction, and especially to our speakers, Thabiti Anyabwile and Bassam Zawadi. GDS has been at work on the UAE campuses for 7 years, providing university services and products. And for the last 4 years, we have been the proud sponsors of this dialogue. In 2005, with Sheikh Tahir Khalid, whom I believe is stuck in traffic this evening and will be here later, and in 2007 with Ahmed Hamid, who is actually here with us this evening. These dialogues have been wonderful experiences. It's the desire of our company, GDS, to sponsor this dialogue because we believe if Muslims and Christians are not talking, it is too easy to fall into patterns of mistrust and misunderstanding. We want to build understanding and trust between our faiths. If we can't talk about these issues in the university, a place committed to learning and understanding, where can we talk? Are there differences? Of course there are. We're talking about deeply held convictions. But we desire to approach each other with respect and honor and thoughtfulness. And as we do that, we better understand each other. It's our desire to encourage friendship as well. And that has happened, as will be evidenced tonight between our speakers. Furthermore, we desire to explain with understanding and respect to those who are operating with mistaken ideas within our own constituencies. When I'm at home with my own countrymen, I'm able to explain that I know Muslim people, people whom I respect, people whom I admire, people whom I love. So when the Christian Club asked us again to be the corporate sponsors of the 2009 Muslim Christian Dialogue, we were thrilled. I have with me tonight this book, Muslim Christian Dialogue. This book is published by the Islamic Affairs and Charitable Activities Department, published by the UAE government. Dialogues have been held everywhere in Europe, Canada, USA, Australia. Even the Vatican was not spared when discussions were held between Vatican theologians and Egyptian Muslim scholars in Rome in 1970, Cairo in 1974, and in 1978. Also between Vatican scholars and Saudi and Muslim scholars in Rome. And now we can add in the United Arab Emirates. He goes on to say, this booklet has been written as a result of the dialogues I had with Christian clergy as well as laity. The discussions were polite, pleasant, friendly, and constructive, without the slightest intention of hurting religious feelings. I appreciate Dr. H.M. Begill's comments. And I would like to say, in the same spirit, that this evening be marked with respect, with friendship, with honor, just as the past dialogues. Thank you.
Our topic for this evening is, who is God and how are we saved? And we have here two wonderful guest speakers with us to lead us in this dialogue. The speaker representing the Muslim position is Mr. Bassam Zawadi. Bassam is a senior research executive at a leading multinational marketing research firm in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. He has an undergraduate and master's degree from University of Wollongong in Dubai and is a student of comparative religion. He has authored hundreds of articles on Islam and Christianity at his website www.call-to-monotheism.com and co-authored a soon-to-be-published book entitled Who is Muhammad? A Muslim and Christian Perspective. He has lectured at Islamic centers and participated in international interfaith dialogues in public and on radio. Let's welcome Bassam.
The speaker representing the Christian position is Mr. Thabiti Anyuabile. Thabiti is the senior pastor of the First Baptist Church, Grand Cayman Islands. He has a bachelor's and a master's degree in psychology from North Carolina State University and is a student of comparative religions. He is also the author of 3 famous books, What is a Healthy Church Member?, The Faithful Preacher, and The Decline of the African American Theology. He regularly speaks on the essentials of the Christian faith and has an extensive knowledge of Islam. Thabiti first joined us 4 years ago for the first dialogue, and then 2 years ago for the second. Please welcome Thabiti. Okay, now the way the dialogue will proceed today is that first, Bassam will speak for up to 30 minutes on the topic. Then, Thabiti will speak for up to 30 minutes on the topic. Following a 5-minute break, we will have a 15-minute period where Bassam will ask Thabiti questions on the topic. Then Thabiti will have 15 minutes to ask Bassam questions. Let's note that during the question asking time, the one asking the questions cannot make statements in response, but can only ask questions.
Then following that, we will enter the general audience question and answer time, for which we will have some guidelines, which we will explain then. Finally, there will be a brief 7-minute closing statements made by each, and we will close our meeting. We encourage you to take notes during the speaker's lectures to help you formulate your questions. Also, both speakers will likely be referring to quotations from the Holy Bible and the Holy Quran. You may have noticed copies are being provided so that you can examine for yourself the texts which will be mentioned by the speakers. If you didn't pick up a Bible or Quran for reference when entering, you may do that in the short break after the first period of the talk. All right, so you can also pick up one of the copies on your way out at the end of the evening, or check that at your own leisure at home.